Hey guys, this is Hikikomori Gamer speaking today, and today we're going to go ahead and do a developer test run of Yandere Simulator for the April 10th, 2017 build. And we're going to, I guess what I'll do is just I'll go around. I made a video of this same build yesterday, but now I'm voicing over and I'm going to have some comments. Sometimes I like making recordings where I am completely silent and I just play the game, and then some of them are just me speaking and making comments. So let's see what we can do today. I don't promise anything. I'm just going to browse around, and that'll be it.
Yandere Simulator is supported by the following sponsors.
So we're going to go ahead and start. Um, let's see if there's any improvements. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the school environment and see what's new. I don't really think there's much new, but which I'll see. Today we'll attempt to unscrew the ventilator, the air conditioning unit, and see if it does anything. I'll turn off the music so you can just hear me. And the first thing I always do is to turn off everything. I actually like everything turned off, and I like the outlines turned off. I believe that this actually looks really good as it is. If you turn off the outlines, I think the intent obviously is to make it look like an anime game, but I just think that it just looks so much better 3D without the outlines. It just looks so much better. Looks like a some type of game that looks just it just looks nicer without the outlines. I turn off everything, and the fog I turn on just looks nicer. Shadows are off and distant animations are on just to make it look a little better, less awkward. It's still running at a pretty low frame rate, but anyway, we're running at 9 frames per second, 10. I think as I looked at this, this is still a little. And of course, I'm actually uh, running it off the integrated graphics. I feel like I shouldn't run it off the dedicated graphics on my computer because none of this should take any of that type of computer power. So I don't do it. Um, so I guess I'll go. And there's the cat, which should have no interaction whatsoever. I'm assuming. And I mean, if I have to go through many hoops to actually make it interact, and then I just don't consider it as a feature. Um, there's a lot of things in here that are just not really worth fighting for. If they have so much buried into it that you have to actually go and figure out how it works. You can kind of see the menu, the kidnapping checklist is actually turned on without even going inside. Uh, so I'm assuming screwdriver can be summoned in the menu, in the debug menu. Um, there's a debug menu you get into, and it lets you do a variety of things. Um, Actually, that's the music club, I believe. So you have to go all the way there to find the menu. And of course, I can get a nice weapon from here, from the chairman's office. So what we're trying to do now is finding the screwdriver. Um, so it should be in the music club. Somewhere here. Because I really think really the only thing that's really new is unscrewing the AC unit and just I saw somebody with a tremendous bug, and maybe we'll try to replicate here. Um, no, where's the music room? I think I should go down. I should go down and see what, it's a little confusing. I'm in the second floor. Calligraphy, council, library. Oh, where am I? Art. Yeah, here we go. So I guess here I can summon the weapons. Pray. Summon weapons. Okay, good. Okay. No screwdriver, knife, katakana, baseball bat. Where are the screwdrivers? There's a screwdriver somewhere. I think I have to get that from the shelf. Not from the, not the shelf, but down in the garden club, which is I'm not going to do because that requires me in a Wii U controller, and I am not going to look at my mapping layout and try to snatch the keys um, from the guard or whatever character it is. Screwdriver. That's one of the biggest problems with controls, is that you have to adjust it to whichever game controller it is, and there hasn't been any work done on that. So on my Wii controller, my Wii U controller, it's, you know, the usual layout with the X, A, B, Y, and so it's like it's giving me an Xbox layout, and I'm not gonna go through that. Where is she? Is she even here? Is that her? Okay. See, I have to do that, and it's like, I'm like, yeah. I wish no clipping was enabled. I don't think there's a debug for that. Where is that? You should be able to walk through walls, but unfortunately, it's probably not a feature. Okay, well, where else can I find a screwdriver? I don't think I can find it anywhere. Locked. Can I just kill her and just get rid of, you know, just steal the keys right there? I mean, I don't need the...
I don't know what you're trying to do,
I'm trying to
but
steal your keys, that's what I'm trying
if
to do.
it's supposed to be a joke, it's not funny.
Yeah, well, it will be. Once I put you down there in the AC unit. I don't recall... Actually, maybe if I teleport to the rooftop, there should be, in the science club or whatever, there should be... There's a knife there, but there should be a screwdriver in the club, which I should be able to use to unscrew the AC unit. And apparently there's a big ass bug with that. Let's see. Science club, photography. Science club. Okay. Is there a screwdriver there? Yes. Okay. Screwdriver. Yeah, I am not gonna get that from the gardening club. I shouldn't need to do that. The debug menu has to be improved. I want to summon all the weapons. I don't know. Do I have to summon the weapons? Can I summon the weapons here? There's just so much to look at here. Left all teleport to turtle, which is the other debug thing. I don't see weapons in here. This needs to have a weapons menu. Okay. Anyway. So I can hear the AC unit, you know, there it is. There's one here. Apparently you can't unscrew it. So versus the other one, I assume. Unless this build doesn't have that functionality. Yeah, remove cover. It's not working. Okay, well, I need to arm myself with a screwdriver first. Okay. No, no, doesn't work. Okay, so if I go to the other side, maybe it'll work. And you can see I turn on the fog, and I mean that looks just so much better. And you can kind of see the newer builds have this new layout on the streets. It's new assets put in there, and you can kind of see this big gap in there. So I mean, turning fog doesn't help that, but if you were to increase the intensity of fog, then that will cover that up, and that looks pretty incomplete. Um, so I guess there's no AC unit here. Just more junk in here, like a magazine. Yeah, I don't really think you can unscrew it. Maybe if somebody dies. Let's see, if somebody dies, then maybe we can unscrew it. Let's see, well, let's get rid of her. And let's see what we can do with that. What is this here, tape? Okay, that's tape. Attack. Figure out which controller is. There we go. Okay. So drag. Drag. Figuring out the layout. Speed up time. This is gonna damage my frame rate. Okay. Technically, there's supposed to be something here we can do. Cover. Doesn't really do anything. When you're off. Cover. Doesn't seem to work. So, even if I put myself in the screwdriver, it doesn't really work. So, I guess it's not something you can do in the April 10th build anymore. Again, if I have to do something really, really involved in order to get it open, then I don't consider that as a feature. I just consider that as just a mess of something. So, if it doesn't open, it doesn't open, you know? Case over. If it doesn't open, it doesn't over. And I guess, I mean, that's really what would drive you to download the build and do something is to actually check out the AC unit, and I don't know what else is there to do. I mean, if you look at the hairstyles, they improved it, and there's a actually, am I able to just clean up the sanity thing? Let's see. Um, just actually, I have to go teleport myself to the turtle. See, I have to do all of that. You know, it's like that's not something. That's not good game design. You know, it's not something you should do. Um, the turtle menu is completely unnecessary. That thing that you should just be able to just trigger a key and get to the settings. But so left out to teleport to turtle. Here we go. So I guess we have to forgive the sins. I don't know. Is that what it is? See, that's not something. That's not very good design. You know. Okay, so I'm cleaned up. Uh, and here, if you go here, you can actually change the persona, which is just changing the state machine, I guess, of whatever it is. Um, like this one here. And I can change the hairstyles here. Looks a little more pleasant, you know. Let's see. There's this hairstyle that looks exactly like somebody like maybe Tani Marika would wear, like a AKB hairstyle. It was really really cute. Um, Well, I have to browse through all of them, but um, it's here somewhere. Yeah, almost there. And again, if there's no music, because then the music is so loud, you wouldn't be able to hear me. It would be so annoying. So it's a little awkward in silence, but oh well. Yeah, this is pretty horrific. This is pretty horrid. Gotta clean up your textures there. There you go. This is the hairstyle. This is AKB right there. I mean, whoever did that had AKB girls in mind or Kamen Yoshi. I mean, this is something you see. This type of hairstyles. Um, and here, I don't know, female victim, male victim. I really don't know. I may again, if you have to dig through so much to just figure out what it is, it's bad design. Um, I saw something on there. I don't know what it was. Yeah, what is that? What is that over there? If I walk towards it, if I turn on the vision, I really don't know what that is. It's just maybe another bug. Um, my frame rate is dropping again, down to 11. Again, I feel like I shouldn't need to run this on dedicated graphics. Like just for this type of game, I should be able to run this. Oh, like on a Pentium 4 and with a gig of RAM. I mean, should not require any more than that. Um, because it's just not. This is not. There's no transparency here. There's no special effects or anything, and if they are, they're not being implemented correctly in order to actually run them okay. But I guess I'll take a trip to the showers and put my gym clothes on. Since this, since it's really all I can do in terms of, well, I can do way more in terms of character customization, but I just don't like going to the menu and or to the you know debug thing and changing my hairstyles. Like I want to be able to select them in the stage at the start, and I'm not going in there because if I go in there, it's gonna be a complete mess because I won't be able to get out of it. So, um, but yeah, if I go here, take my lovely clothes off, you know, just I don't have to go nude anymore. I can just put my school swimsuit. I want my gym uniform. I thought I had to go nude first for some reason. It's so weird. Well, actually, I did because I had blood all over me, so I had to take it off and then go take a bath and then But here it is. So um, maybe we should go around and destroy some people and call it a day because there's really nothing to go over here. Again, if I have to dig through so much, to just do something. It's not it's a feature that I don't consider a feature. It's something that um you have to do so much to to get through and by. And here's another graphics bug. I would really prefer him to return the old gym that you know I really think the school as it was. I mean, I really think this was a bad idea to begin with. To really, oh actually, oh wow, he put some colliders on here now. Wow. Okay. Except here, there's no animation for door, but well, there's no colliders here. Oh, oh, that's too bad. Um, yeah. Well, he put colliders on the front. Ooh, frame drop. But no. I guess he assumed that nobody's gonna walk here. Like, not a lot of people are going to walk all the way there to, still translucent? Nope. To walk there and, But I really think the map itself, I really like the older map. The textures in the older map, it really matched it matched the style of what it should been. This is too colorful. This is not, I don't know. Maybe what he's trying. I mean, he's doing the anime thing, but I like the old style. It's cool. I mean, he could have just rearranged this, make it look just use the same models, but just retexture it the same old way from the same old school, like the builds from like 1.5 years back, and um, you know, had the gym, the everything how it was. This is too big for what it is. That's one of the problems of the frame rate is just this is just too big for what it should be. It's just um, in my footsteps don't sound anymore. Is this because I'm in grass? Yeah, it's just um not making noise anymore. But so actually this is the April 9th build, so um maybe that's why the the AC unit doesn't work. So maybe we should go and download the April 10th build, and I should stop here, and then we'll go and destroy a few people in that build. But this has been the April 9th build of Yandere Simulator, and I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I'll see if I'm actually in the latest build or not the latest build, and then we'll go from there. All right, cha cha.